testing. 1, 2, 3. I'm actually in the car right now. I hope my sound is not connected to my Bluetooth. Boy, let me see. Let me turn my Bluetooth off. Can you guys hear me? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hi everybody. I'm currently waiting. I'm in like a waiting room. Well, I'm not in there, but you know, joined the line, and I'm waiting right now. And I just decided to make a video for you guys. Just talking about stepping into your power. I want to talk about like knowing who you are and actually stepping into your power. So I have been having downloads and epiphanies. I know that I am like spiritually gifted, and I thank God for that, and I thank my ancestors for that, because I know I got it from them, and they are just continuing to pass it on. Somebody said your ancestors did not just pass on trauma, they pass on their spiritual gifts, they pass on their prayers, their commands, and things like that. And that's so important to think about. You never want to think that you only inherited, bad things from your family. There's always good things as well. If there's bad things, there's always going to be good things too. And I love to think about that, because I know, I've heard stories about how my family was spiritually gifted, so I know that that runs in my blood, and I see it working through me actively, and I am just so grateful for that, because, it's providing me with intuition and, discernment and things of that nature. So anyways, everyone, this is the look today, by the way. I wanted to do like a smoky look. I don't know if you guys can see that smoky look, but that's what it's giving. Wow. My birthday has been great. I said I wanted to, it's me diverting, but yeah, I honestly feel like I have into my power. I have stepped into my power, being who I am, like just being me, being passionate about who I am, following my heart, following my intuition. As a woman, you have to be submissive to life, not only to men, not only to like, certain situations. You have to be submissive to life. If you want God to be able to work through you, you have to be able to be submissive to God, to life, in order for that energy to work through you, instead of like against you, or you being against it, or you having resistance towards it. That is the key. That is one thing I've learned. My birthday just passed, and one thing I can say that I've learned with this new year that I'm going to implement, I almost said implement, is that being submissive as a woman is key. If you want to get to sit there and not do anything, and to be paid to exist, and to just receive everything easily as a woman, the number one thing I'm going to tell you is you have to be submissive to life. You have to be submissive to God. You have to understand certain things are happening for the better good. Most things that happen to you, all, no, not even all, scratch that. I said no, not even most, scratch that. All things that happen to you are happening to you for the greater good, for your greater good. Everything happens for a reason. And when you understand that, and you see certain things happening, if there's a delay, that happened for a reason. If something happened sooner than it was supposed to, that happened for a reason. There's always a reason. And that's like part of stepping into yourself, because you know that all things are working for you, and with you. You know that if anything happens and it seems like, a rejection or a delay, or, whatever the case may be, you should just automatically know, okay, this happened, and I know that everything in my life happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I was going to do the abbreviation, but I think it's EHAR. EFAR. FR. Everything happens for a reason. FR. Bitch, FR. Everything happens for a reason. When you know that, and you see things happening, you're not going to be like, oh my God, something bad happened to me. Nothing bad happens to any of us. Nothing bad happens to any of us. I want you to think of something quote unquote bad for you, right? I want you to think about that thing, and think about the lesson that you learned. Think about what it taught you. Think about how you grew from that situation. Everything happens for a reason. It may not be when you want it to. It may not be the reason that you wanted it to. But it happens for a reason, and we just have to be able to accept that. Excuse the phone, guys. It's like slipping. But you have to be able to accept that and understand that. And once you accept that, understand that, you stop stressing. Do you see how like youthful and like full of life I look? I'm always like this. You know why? Because I don't stress. Why would I stress? God gave me this life to experience, and I know my power, and I know that within myself I am a walking universe, and I know that we're all one and we're all connected. So it's like, why would I stress? The trees don't stress. I ain't never see a tree stressing in my life. I never seen a bee stress. I never seen a butterfly stress. And I am literally just like them. I'm literally one of them. And so are you, queen, king. So are you. So I'm gonna need y'all to wake the fuck up and step into your power. Because everything happens for a reason, Buki. None of this stuff that happens to you are bad. If you see it as bad, you need to, do some introspection, look internally, and ask yourself, why did you see that as a bad thing? When in reality, it's just something that's happening to you. It doesn't have to be bad. Shit, you don't even have to label it as good. I do, because I know that everything that happens to me is wonderful. Everything happens for a reason, and it's for my greater good. It's for my wonder. It's for my stellar, it's to make me more, like, to grow, or whatever the case may be. So I don't stress, bitch. Who? Wrinkles? Who? Not me. You got me up. Couldn't be me. I refuse to stress over a damn thing. I let it go and let God. I give that to my higher self. I give that to my future self, because she knows what she did to get there. I just have to be. I have to let her guide me. If you want to be guided, you have to be submissive, which goes back into the point from the beginning. You have to be submissive to life. You have to be submissive to God. What do you guys think? Flood the comments with what you guys think about that. Yeah, it's like, honestly, I really feel like I know who I am. I felt my ancestors. I feel my ancestors. I've been feeling them lately, and I know that they're working with me. They're working through me. And, I refuse to be masculine. So masculine, I'm putting quotation. So masculine to the point where I can't even feel that. If you're submissive, you're going to receive that energy. You're going to know. You're going to trust your intuition. You're going to receive that guidance. And you're going to allow your ancestors to work with you and to work through you. You're going to allow God to work with you and work through you. That's what I'm learning. You ask me, the biggest thing that I've learned in life is honestly to just let go. Everything works out perfectly. And when you know that everything is working in your favor, I know you guys have had like a situation where you're like, oh my God, why is this happening? Why is this happening? And then later on, you're like, oh my God, that's why that happened. Wow, that needed to happen in order for this to happen. You guys know what the butterfly effect is, right? It's when, like, it's basically, how can I explain this? It's like asking, what if we never took that class? What if I didn't take that class and I didn't meet you? What if I didn't start my YouTube channel and I wasn't on live right now? And I didn't have however million amount of followers that I have. Seriously though, that's what the butterfly effect is. When you think about the butterfly effect and how one simple thing can change everything, it opens your eyes. Your third eye activates. You don't only got 2 eyes, you got 3 eyes. Let's act like it. Let's see what we've never seen before. Let's open our eyes. Let's wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Because I would hate to elevate and leave you guys behind. I want to take you guys with me on my journey. So the things that I learned, of course, I'm going to come and tell you guys for people who don't have people that could tell them. So if you don't know, I don't know who needs to see this, but if you don't know, I'm here to tell you that everything happens for a reason. Everything will be okay as long as you believe that everything will be okay. All good things happen to you as long as you believe that all good things happen to you. You think you're a millionaire? Then you are, because you believe that you're a millionaire. You have to believe it. You have to know it. You have to embody it. Fuck what people say. Fuck what the 3D looks like. You're getting signs all around you. There are signs all around you. You just have to know. Don't be looking at my camera. He's looking like, sir, please. But anyway, yeah. I'm just honestly so grateful for the wisdom that I've been provided with. And, I'm constantly commanding. Because in spirituality, we don't ask, we command, because we control this life. So I've been commanding like wisdom to come to me and to attract wisdom and stuff like that. And I feel like it's honestly been happening. I'm gonna need y'all to do something. This is the exercise that I'm gonna give you guys to do, and then I'm gonna leave you guys with it. I want you leave your phone inside. Leave anything that can distract you inside. Apple Watch, leave it inside. AirPods, leave them inside. I want you to go outside. Wear shoes, but don't wear socks because you're gonna be barefoot. Go outside. Sit with the tree. If you have a tree in your front or back yard, your front yard, your backyard, your front lawn, wherever, sit next to the tree. If you don't have a tree, the grass is perfectly fine, and any surrounding trees are perfectly fine. Look at these beautiful trees. And then when they see us, they just think the same thing, and that just makes me so happy. But anyway, sit outside and really be present. Really sit in that present moment, and just meditate. Let the thoughts pass by. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And you're gonna see how much wisdom these trees are, and earth in general is constantly giving us. And a lot of people don't hear it or realize it because they're not present enough to sit there and be outside and listen to the trees, listen to nature. The bees that you see, they're telling you something. The spider that you seen crawling, they're telling you something. The butterfly, what color was that butterfly? Look up the meaning of that color of butterfly, the spiritual meaning. Everything in this life is telling us something. Everything in life is a sign. You just have to be aware. You have to be able to pay attention to that sign. Ooh, nice car. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys really practice this exercise. Sit outside, be present, leave all technology inside. You really just have to be outside. Be barefoot, put your feet, touch grass, put your feet in the grass, hug a tree, touch the tree, ask the tree for wisdom, because all in all, that is God giving you that wisdom. At the end of the day, God puts everything in our lives for a reason. And some people be like, oh, this has no purpose. No, it has a purpose. What does it mean to you? What is the purpose to you? So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching my live. I pray that, no, I command that you guys gain wisdom from this live and you share it and you like it. Bye.